This way, right? It was like and his father was standing there.
How fast were you going?
I just pulled, like I was pulling out.
Okay, so you weren't actually traveling.
I was looking like this, and I started to pull out, and I looked. But it was like I didn't see. I was wrong. Definitely, I was definitely wrong. I know. But you know what I thought was fucked up? If I see somebody like looking at me,
like I don't understand why.
No, listen. I was like, if you're crossing the street, right, and there's a car stopped, and they don't see you coming,
you're wasting good film
you're
here.
looking this, and they're looking that way.
Give me one, please.
Don't you wait until the car.
Let me have one too.
I always do. Like I won't.
I'll take one.
If the car's looking like this and he's pulling out, I'm not gonna walk in front.
I don't know because I tested many drivers before in my life, and I was a nut for doing it. I would stare the motherfuckers right in the eye if I was walking and I seen them zooming up. I stopped some guys on Alaska Street and Castleton Avenue. I just came out of buying some
Those
pot.
guys are looking for a fucking.
I came out of buying some pot, right? These guys come pulling out like this, right?
Fucking hell,
this motherfucker has a stop sign, and he's going, like he's...
Second of all, niggas think they own the street. So when you're driving through fucking West Riding, and they're strolling across Castleton Avenue, they think that they're fucking...
They own it.
They don't move. You ever see them move?
Yeah,
They don't fucking
I hit
move.
one because he didn't move. He had a fucking wagon, and he's in the street, right? He's like this, with the wagon, in the street, right? Walking the wagon. I said, look at this fucking nigga bastard. Like, I'm gonna swerve out of his way so I hit a head-on car coming down in the other lane. So this motherfucker's with his wagon, and he's looking at me. I said, fuck this guy, right? I can't even, I zoomed. I went, and the front of my car hit it with the fender. Ripped my fender right off the thing, his elbow hit.
Oh, yeah.
I went, boom, boom.
I remember you
boom. I looked in the mirror, the motherfucker was like, like he's holding his arm, and I see my antenna, and the fender was up the air. I had a, I drove down.
He bent your fender when you did
I wrapped him good. I must have.
Why? I thought he was just gonna do something.
I thought I was just gonna tease him.
And he didn't fall down?
Well, he held on to his wagon, and he was hurting. I know he was hurting.
Yeah, but if you bent your fender hitting him,
no,
I mean, come on.
It lifted it up. It lifted my fender. See, I got like my car, the fender, like it kind of like, it wasn't really together to begin with. It was like just screwed in.
Did he bend it or
but he hit my antenna, that's what happened, and my antenna's hooked to my fender. So when he hit that, it brought my fender. I got it soldered now. I've had to fix my fender because it, like, when the rust gets in there, and it kind of lifted it up on me, right? So I screwed a hole in there. And then the hole came up when I hit this guy because he hit the antenna. And when it hit him, it wrapped him. And I looked in the rearview mirror there and I see him holding his arm. So his arm really got it. His arm really got it. But
did you stop?
But I meant to do
No.
it. I meant to do it. Why would I stop if I meant to do it? But I meant to do it. It wasn't like I planned it ahead of time. See, it's premeditated.
I would be scared
like
if
I
murdered.
Let's suppose I murdered him, right? And they caught me. It would be premeditated because I premeditated. I said, this fucking guy, I'm gonna hit this asshole. Watch. And I got him good, but I didn't really.
Oh, I know. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? But I do. I do. I have respect for people, but don't make an asshole out of me. Don't challenge me when I got the machine. You know what I mean? That's like a fucking bus. You let the bus cut you off. You don't fucking try and run up on the side of him because he's gonna fucking kill you. Common sense. I'm not gonna go out and wrestle a 6'10", 250-pound guy just because I don't like him and I say, hey, you're a jerk off, and then we start wrestling. I mean, wouldn't that be fucking pathetic? I might as well jump off and defy gravity because it's impossible. So, but I did that on the expressway with the bus.
Yeah.
I almost got fucking killed. I got caught between. I said, fuck this jerk off bus driver, because I was very brave when I first started driving. Now I got a little more calm. I respect people a little more. But this fucking guy came right through the yield sign. Boom! And I was right here. And it was like this. This guy, I was up to 60. He had to be up to 60. And the road narrowed. And he got a little ahead of me and edged that bus in on me. And I tried to get out and go this way, and there was cars coming in. I don't know how I got out of it. It was just like a reaction.
That happened to me on the turnpike. A tractor trailer almost collided with me totally. I had a '66 Mustang, and I was in the right lane, and he was gonna get off at the exit, right? And he just cut me off. I jammed on the brakes, and I was just like totally sent smoke up. But I missed this guy by like 2 feet. I was like, holy shit.
Don't
I
you
had to
get
pull
that
over, I couldn't
adrenaline?
drive.
Like, yeah, when you're
I
adrenaline
was
goes,
shaking
don't
from
it?
head to toe.
Yeah,
Because-
that's such a good
Because
feeling,
it wasn't
isn't
the
it?
same.
Right?
Say that
It's not.
again?
It's not like. What are you doing?
Say that again?
But isn't that a good feeling when you get that shake from your head to your toe? Like, I mean, it's a
No.
scary. No, I mean, but isn't that
I
like
feel like I'm gonna throw up.
No, I never got nauseous, but when I got that nervous, I was like, oh my God, that was exciting. Like, that's what keeps me going.
What
you know?
are you doing?
Check this out. I wiped
Talking
out
to me?
one time into the other lane, coming off the expressway, and the car with the ice. I thought I had control of it, and I whipped out, and I lost it with fishtail into the other lane, coming this way. And they had the green light, and I seen them come, and I thought this is the end, man.
I was with my mother.
And I turned this way, and I got out of it. I don't know how I got out of
Listen
it.
to this.
How?
I was in the Lincoln
don't know.
tunnel with my mother, and her car.
Let's zoom it back this way.
Her car did like 2 360s in the middle of the Lincoln Tunnel, and all I could see was headlights.
Was death.
Headlights.
Death.
I was just, and it was like, she just
Death
like
is not the
got
end
the car
either.
turned around and just took off, but the two of us were just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
How did we
God.
get out of it? Like this. How did we get out of it alive? How? Like, there's no really thinking process. It's a reaction like I could picture your mom like this. But then she didn't lose her head and freak out.
You can't.
You can't. But nobody usually does. I think it's just a momentary lapse of reasoning. It's a momentary lapse of reasoning. There's no reason. You ain't gonna reason on it. You turn to your left. It's just fucking reaction. It's no thought.
That's like
Thank
somebody
God,
goes like
you know?
this and you go like that.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Reaction, there has to be no thought process. But they say that gorillas are the only ones that are suspects. I mean, they just react to reflex. They also have a thinking process. And they're the only ones that can see 3-dimensionally like us. All the others can't. Even a monkey can't see 3D. Gorillas and us are the only ones. And it's strange because we could not evolve from them. It's impossible. It's physically impossible. No, of course we did not, young lady. We've only been here, a couple of million
They are
years.
def-
Whatever, right? There isn't. There's animals. Man, dogs, cats. Okay, now what distinguishes that man from that dog and that cat? Us animals from those animals. You know what it is? Reasoning. We're the only ones that can think and say, well, you pick this beer up and you open it this way. You don't sit there and look at it like we give a monkey this beer. That monkey's gonna look, he's gonna fuck with it. A cat won't even deal with it. A squirrel won't even look at it. But let's say a bear, a polar bear, he squeezes it. What the fuck does he know? He don't reason. But we do, right? But we're still animals, okay? But we did not
Well, I
evolve
didn't
from a
think that I
monkey.
was a fucking Martian. Of course we're animals.
Indeed.
But it's like, alright, you have black people, right? They grew up, they like, they've evolved in a hot climate. And their skin adapted to it. That's why they're so dark.
You're an animal. I'm an animal. He's an animal. We're all fucking animals.
No!
Yeah. That's right, man. But we're the human animal. And we're the only ones that
Yeah,
can
and
reason.
why do you think the polar bear evolved so white? Because that's what
And we're
he
the only ones that have sex for pleasure, too. The other animals only have sex just to mate, and then they get the fuck out of here. Like the thing might go, whoop,
No,
I smell
no,
the
I
fresh
think the
one, it
mongoose
goes over there,
fucks
boom,
for
boom,
pleasure.
and
I
that's
think
it.
I read the
But
mongoose.
humans-
Where's the one where they kill the mate,
pleasure.
they fuck the mate, and
Because
then
you
they
know
kill
what?
it?
We got that,
That's the
that's
Black
the
Widow.
The Black Widow, man.
And the frame.
That's not only the Black Widow.
Right,
Women
man.
do
Listen,
dominate,
listen,
because they were created to
Spiders
dominate the
are
man.
so cool.
They
I
are.
watched
I
this.
love-
I
They're
watched,
harmless.
listen,
I had a
watched,
spider out here for months.
I watched this
Spiders, they're
documentary
strong.
on
They're
it,
cool, man.
and there's this spider. These spiders are like amazing, like how they.
Ho. Look at the camera and tell a story.
Okay. The-
I'll edit that out later.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
I
got
broke-
the floor.
I broke a
Okay.
whole train of
No,
thought and
this
everything. I'm sorry.
is
She's
the
got
spider,
the
right?
floor.
And the way it catches like insects, it makes
It
this
turns you on,
net, right?
Yeah, it does.
And when a
It's
bug
gone.
flies by,
Uh-huh.
it swings it out and
Yeah.
catches it and
I've
brings it
seen
in.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
man.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Then it just sucks
Yeah.
its blood.
there's like so many different species.
Where'd you see this?
And they're so cool. I
I
saw
saw
this
it
in
too.
school.
I saw that on
Like,
television.
in the 8th grade or something. I was just like totally amazed, and I never saw it again. It was like on Nova.
You can see.
I always
wild
watch the Nature Channel.
You know what turns me on? The subatomic particles when they
Oh,
get
the
under
Nature
the
Channels are
microscope.
great.
When they get under into the microscope and they go beyond the atom into the, they call them quarks. It's the fourth
Quarks.
dimension, man. It's like
It's the
not
smallest
of
particle.
sight, sound, and mind. That's
It's the
three. That's the
smallest
third
particle
dimension. But what's that fourth
ever.
dimension? Like dogs can only see 2 dimensions. They don't know that.
It's like
Horse
a-
doesn't only see
When
black
a
and
horse
white.
looks at you, they see twice you. They
Now,
see
who's to
double
say
you.
the universe ain't like that? We're only an inch big.
Hey, I'm sure that
We're
they
only an
the
inch
universe
big.
in my thumb. Hey, how you
No,
doing?
you're the thumb
You're
in the
100%
You're the
right.
universe in your bunghole.
You're the thumb in the universe.
There's
Exactly.
probably universe in there too, but you're 100%
You're
right
just
in
the
that
thumb.
thinking.
You know what
But
amazes
to
me
show
the
you how
most?
inferior you
People that
really
live in
are.
the
It's kind of like a
Antarctica.
superior being looking down at us and looking.
People
like,
that live in the
cracking up.
Antarctica
Like,
only see daylight for like 6 months. And I like when the polar bears migrate and they move through the town and people have to like batten up their doors
They
because
survive. They have to live with
they
the
fucking
primates.
have because these polar bears
Because that's
thrive
their
and
domain.
when they're moving up
That's like in
north.
Alaska, they got moose walking down the street. Could you imagine that shit?
Because
Those things are
it's
huge.
nature, it's harmony. We can't live in harmony here in Manhattan. Man, they go to Manhattan, we see a bald people be freaking out of their mind. They'd be like, ah!
You know what I was talking about
We got the
today?
wildest animals in the kingdom.
You know what I was talking about
New York
to a guy
City.
at work today? He says, Donna, we was
Why
talking
do they always contradict with these females?
Donna,
Huh?
the next
What did I
10
do to
years they
deserve this?
predicted an earthquake that'll blow away the earthquake that had
Good, my
just
boy,
happened
be
last
abused
year.
loose.
They said there's going to be an
Oh,
earthquake
California's gonna
in
be
San
bad.
Francisco, which is done every like 150 years. There was going to be an earthquake that is going to destroy fucking San Francisco.
If you want to hear
We
something
had
fucked
an
up,
earthquake.
We don't have earthquakes. You know
We
why?
had
No,
one 4
because
years
we're not
ago.
by the equator.
No,
We're
no.
No, wait a second. News bulletin. Major fault underneath 125th Street.
We did have an earthquake here in Staten Island. I felt
Ask
it.
John
Oh, I
Payne.
was
And I
sleeping.
read it in the advance the next day, and I thought I was just...
I was in Mexico.
Not an earthquake, I'm sorry, a tremor. Everything was like...
But listen. I'm doing my term paper on this. This is like pretty interesting. No, I can't. Don't make me do this.
No, let it be natural, Peter. Like, this could have been a natural
Act
state,
like
man.
this is a person.
We could always
Act
split
like
it
you're
up
talking to
later.
me. Why? You can't look at me when you
No,
talk to me?
you look like the machine over there.
It
All
is
right,
a
no,
machine.
listen.
Wow, thank you. I don't know. I'm not...
You gotta relax and just
Just
look at
like-
the camera. Like,
All right,
look
I'll
at him
look
and
at
look
you.
at...
Look how much
Look at the
patience she
camera
has
with
with you, like,
Because
before
when
she blew up
when
in
we
Maine,
watch
like.
it again, it'll
Yeah, let her
You
know.
don't understand. I'm sitting here, and you're talking a mile a minute, and he's talking to me, and I'm sitting here like this.
Why do I have to be a mile a minute? Why can't he be a mile a
Listen
minute?
to you. You're probably talking like 225 right
I'm
now.
being videotaped. I know
All right,
the
no,
real
but
me.
listen what
you
I'm
sound
gonna
like the
say.
micro machines man.
I know the real
See,
me.
wait, excuse
this
me.
is the real
I
me.
start talking, and you start talking.
All right, I'm sorry. You have the floor, honey. Go.
Okay. I'm doing my term paper on this. There's like controversy, like right now, like the United States is thinking about drilling in Antarctica for minerals and oil.
Really?
And it's like so fucked up because it's like, that is like the only place on Earth that hasn't been touched by man. And it's like, it would be like so ridiculous. We would like put all this money into going into Antarctica to like drill or whatever. You know how much money it would take us to like be
Do
able
you know,
to
are
get
you
it out
against
of
it
there?
or for it? Are you
What?
for
I'm
it?
against
Are you for
it.
or against it?
I'm totally against
Me
it.
too, and George
If
Bush
they
is.
did that,
and
they
as
would.
long as the president
That's
is.
like the only place where like everything.
Can I ask you a question, Joy?
As long as the president is, she's right, man. Thank God. that
What
it
is the
goes-
purpose of the dig?
For oil, so
No,
we can
the
sit and
con-
burn
it's
electricity.
the controversy right now is like the government is, you know,
But
talking
they're not-
about it.
yeah.
Like it's like
No.
we have to go there now.
It's not really the
You
know,
government,
why? To
it's
look
the
for oil?
oil men. It's
Oil
not the
and-
government, it's the oil
and
men, because
minerals.
Bush is telling them, look, you motherfuckers, you ain't doing it. And they're trying to say, well, if we could, the prices would be lower.
Did I
Well,
tell
fuck lowering the prices. I'd rather pay $1.70 for a gallon of gas than have them
Can
dig
I
a
say
hole
something?
through an
Can I
artery.
say
Your term
something?
paper better get a
As
fucking
soon
head.
as
wanna
soon as
read it.
I heard about Antarctica, and I heard somebody had been there, I wondered why didn't they
I
dig the
wanted to
fuck
go
down
there.
to the bottom in
Me
the
too, I'm
first
into
place?
that.
No, I was really
But
gonna go.
The cold.
I was
Just like when they made it
Did
to
you
the
know
moon,
during the
why
election,
didn't they
on the
build a
cliffs?
station and then make
Like
it
the
to
Do you
the
know
Mars?
during the election,
Airlines. I was
they
gonna take a
asked
cruise
them,
in Antarctica.
they asked a question, would you put up more taxes for environmental
I
reasons?
found a Budweiser. A amongst the water.
Yeah, but it's like,
Oh shit.
it's like Americans do
So
that
we
in the
fucking